we at yellow? Resolution. Which is not optimal. Go frag yourself, YouTube. Alright. Excuse me. Ziggin here. I was bloody damn right about that sore throat. It turned out to morph into a cold or something, and I've been sick for the last couple of days. Yeah, let me just do this real quick and then we can get rid of this. Okay, so things are different as you can see. Changed the wallpaper. Figured it was time to update it, and so here we go. See, I got flu or cold or something, and am just now starting to get over it entirely. So all the streaming I had planned went out the window. I am going to add on an extra week for the walkthrough, whatever time, because the days I was planning to work on the trailer for Crimson Echoes actually couldn't, so because of that. So I'm going to add another week. So it'll be I'll do the release the trailer the week after next. So that'll have the release date, the start date, and all that stuff on it. So. But for what we're going to be doing right now, we're going to be doing more of this. So, last time we got where did we get to? So we got to, actually up to it saving the deposits and saving the bond when you bought it, and then displaying that you owned a bond, or how many bonds you owned correctly. So now we're going to be doing the sell bond window, which really is going to be pretty simple. We're basically going to take all the same information. We're going to take the same windows, and we're going to take the same two, the create bond window, I guess, or whatever it is. I guess the buy bond window, and then the buy bond window details, and so it's going to be sell instead of buy. But we're going to take all that code, just copy it down, and then we're just going to modify a few things to make it work as a sell window instead of a buy window. So a couple things to consider there is that they're going to need to actually check on the buy bond window. We're going to need to check the bonds that the bank has and see if there are any that are matured, and if there are, then allow them to be sold, and then go into the sell bond details window to actually do the selling. So let's see. Alright, just put the microphone on mute while I completely destroyed a handkerchief. This always happens after I get this whatever this was, is just non-stop drainage for about 3 or 4 days. Anyway, so we need to create... yes, here. That's right. So it comes in here. So we just need to add in the sell bond command. And create And you know what? We're going to change bond window to buy bond window. I have no clue what kind of havoc that's going to play if we miss something on the other coding, but that's what we're going to do just because it makes more sense now that we have a sell bond window. So deposit OK, create buy bond window. Buy bond window. It's going to be buy bond cancel and buy bond OK and window buy bond. Okay, that's fine. So buy bond OK. That and then create buy bond. No. Create bond. Oh, okay, no, that's it. Yeah, okay, never mind. Then buy bond cancel. And of course, to add that there. And yes, we are going to have to change the details window to buy bond details because there will be a sell bond now. Should have done this in the first place, but. Okay, let's also then, crap, what did it hit? Oh, I hit B. I thought it hit some, no, it did. Maybe I copied the wrong one. Buy bond details window, bank help detail, so create buy bond. So, buy bond details. Or just buy bond, I guess. Cancel buy bond. That should be fine. I don't think that will conflict. Buy bond, okay. This one's just buy bond. It's kind of weird, but it'll work. That was bank details, okay, thought so. It's like, wait a second, that's not the right one. Then we need to change bond window to buy bond window, wherever it exists in here, because we renamed it. Cancel buy bond. Alright. So, literally, we just gotta take all this again. Obviously, some of the things are not gonna be the same, but for now, we'll just copy it. So I'm not going to need like the create bond code. You know, like this stuff here we won't need. Because we don't need to use that for this. So create sell bond window. Instead of buy bond, it's going to be sell bond. So sell bond okay. Sell bond cancel. Missed one. Alright. Sell bond cancel. And create sell bond details. So sell bond details. And then this becomes sell bond instead of buy bond. And this becomes cancel sell bond. All right. So, what we need to do now is to check all that out and make sure it's all correct. First, let's go back up here real quick. So, create cell bond window. We do need to change what we're creating the windows as. Okay, and then this one as well. Now, we will need to pass through the bank on this one, because we'll need access to the bonds list. It is BNK, right? It's not bank. Oh, it is bank. Never mind. Bank. So, there's that. Now we need to copy the code too. And once we do this, we'll start going through and looking for places where we can refactor some of the stuff. So there's buy bond, and then buy bond details. All right. Just copy it all down. And where we see buy, change it to sell. Actually, it should be Control-Shift-F. Oops. I went in selection, not current file. How do I do selection? It's Control-Shift-H. That's interesting. What the hell? Sublime text? I thought we could do this. Let's use this window here. Sublime text 3, replace in selection. Yeah, but the thing is like missing, isn't it? Really? Correct. Alright, yeah, 'cause this wasn't back when I, so, door selection. Back when I was using this, my previous job, you were able to do that. Yeah, no, there's no way. But that's... Or wait, what was it? Find selected text equals true. Settings user. Settings user. Let's see if this works or not. Okay, close that. Close this. It's also interesting you can't close. You have to open up this one in order to close it, which is really stupid. Yeah, see, find in selection, yeah, but not replace. Weird. I'm gonna have to do all this by hand. I mean, it's not like you can't do it, it's just very annoying. Oh, that's right. You can also do that. Is that why they removed it? Because they have that stupid multi-line editing thing. They're like, oh, we don't need to have them have this anymore. Let's take it out. Ridiculous. So, F. What's this? Yeah, H doesn't work anymore. So, if we select... Wait. Wait. Did it just change this? I have no clue what happened with that. I have no clue how that changed. Somehow it changed though. So window by bond. Oops. So Control D. Yeah. That's weird. It doesn't change all of them though. Just those two lines, really? Because it's not the exact same whatever. So Windows cell bond. Which is why No, look at that. It isn't. Maybe it's on. Okay, maybe it's Control D. Maybe I'm not using that one. Control Shift D. No. Line word code. Is there multiple? I don't know. Let's see. Control D, Control D. Do I have to press this every time? I do, don't I? It used to be that it would just automatically match everything. It's kind of annoying. They should stop removing features that are useful and really existent in every single text editor since who the hell knows? Who the hell knows since the find and replace has been in a text editor? I mean, literally, at least since the beginning of time. And implementing some shoddy bullcrap like this, but whatever. I digress. So, we want to change this too. Alright, let's go ahead and grab them all. Yeah, that's all of them, I think. Change this to cell. We'll do the one above? No, because it's after. So I'll have to change this one. But that's fine. Alright. So this has bank bond. Yeah, we'll need that for this, obviously. But for this one, we need to change the initialize. Oh, that's interesting. It's supposed to take a bank? I thought that's interesting. I didn't think we passed one through. Yeah, no, buy bond, no banking pass through. So I guess the JavaScript's just defaulting to null then. Oh, it's window withdrawal. No, that's not it. It's just the same name, so it's highlighting it. Buy bond details. That's buy bond. I did want buy bond. Window, yeah, it's there. That's interesting. Well, we shouldn't be passing it, and we don't need it, so let's remove it. Pretty sure we're not using it. Yeah. Okay, we do need it here, though. We don't need this. We are going to use the help text, though. We're going to do something interesting with it. So actually, let's leave these as arrays. Set up initialize arrays, and then we can fill in what's going to be in them later. Because what we'll need to do is we'll need to go through the bank. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a list of the of all the bonds that you own at the bank. And then when you go selecting them in the help text, it's going to show you if it's not matured yet. It's going to show you how much time there's left to mature. So like say a bond takes 2 hours to mature and it's been an hour. It'll say 1 hour left to mature or something. So we'll need to have this underscore bank equals bank. Yeah. Oh, we'll need to have a this underscore bond as well. Because object. Because we're going to need to be able to pull that, because we're going to say you're going to select something, select the bond that exists, and then we're going to be able to grab that bond out of this and then throw it in the details window. Maybe we should just do the ID. Maybe that's better instead of doing, yeah, let's just do the ID, bond ID. That way we don't have to worry about, because then we just pull that out of the bank itself again, and we have to worry about updating the bond itself. or storing the information and dealing with all that crap. So update help, GitHub window text. Let's go and oh yeah, probably need, well, no, we don't need that, I don't think. We are going to need a new Windows cell bond. Yeah, window underscore cell bond dot prototype dot get bond ID equals Funyuns. I almost typed Funyuns. So return this underscore bond ID. Okay. And then the arbitrary and not needed semicolon, that's there because it's always there. Now we need to do the processing for this. So let's call this this dot, I don't know, it's setup, I guess, for lack of a better anything. So window cell, come on. So alright, so we need to go through each bond that exists and get the name and display it. So we need to, from the bank, we need to go through with an objects. So like we're doing it there with the for whatever, the object-based for loop for the key value pair keys. Because basically what this is a key value pair situation where the key is the ID and then there are a bunch of values associated with it, I think. Or not. I'm not really sure how. It makes sense in one way but not in another, and that's the ID has other things to say. Well, yeah, I guess it'll work that way. Because then you take that one key, and then from there you can get specifically the other keys, and then the values to those keys. It's better not to think about it. Not to think about how convoluted a JSON-based object looping is. Alright, where were we? Up here. So, for each object, let me say use something similar in here. Let's see. No, that's other more complicated stuff. We want the less complicated stuff. Here we go. Now it's just again object key. Yeah, for each. Here we go. So object.keys. So object.keys bonds for each function WID, which would be bond ID, and then we would say reqweps, or in this case bonds, the ID, and then the thing we want to take. I mean, you could do this any way you want to. The reason I was just doing it this way though is because maybe the IDs that you're using aren't going to be the same all the time. Like, say for example, you have 3 bonds or 3 whatevers that are stored in there using an integer as the ID. Let's say that you get rid of the second one, so now you have a 0 and a 2 for IDs. You don't have a 1. If you're looping through just using like a narrative for loop, just incrementing a value from 0 to 2. Holy crap. Then, when you hit the 1, it's either going to 1, flame out and crash spectacularly, or 2, it's not going to do anything at all. I think 1 is probably the more likely. So what we need to do is we need to say, we also need to handle if there aren't any. That's a good thing here. If there aren't any, we need to say something else. We need to show this to cancel, I guess. And this is, we're building the comm list with this. It's is it put? What the hell was that for? Oh right, that was because that's before we decided to make it a, not a. Or wait, banks. That's an array. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. That's why I went bond, not derp. That's interesting. So. Right, okay. Crap. I was originally going to make this a whatever of this into this or whatever, make this like a reference to the bond thing, and I decided not to do that and just do this like this, and then just make this an object we can essentially instantiate whenever we need to make a bond object to store the data. Okay, got a conf rep, so maybe now won't have crazy amounts of whatever just spontaneously draining out of my sinuses. So I think it's push. Oh crap, or not. Let me go. Really good JavaScript array push or put. I think. No, it is. It is push. Okay, never mind. Push it is. So yeah, back down here. God, how long is my class changer? Oh wow, it's actually almost as long as this is becoming. Now we're not even to the stock part yet. Holy crap! No, there's like a bunch of refactoring we can do on this too. Like for example, what the hell is this? You know, why do we have this stuff here? It's random comment.code, and then we can also shrink these down into one-liners or something if we need to. All right, so window by, no, we went too far. Cell bond, here we go. So, first thing we need to do is we need to do the object.keys for this underscore bank. Oh, well, first, it's just if object keys length. Where was that? Demand you to show yourself again. Where are you? Yeah, dot length. So actually we can just use this if keys this dot bank bonds, capital B bonds, I believe. No, lowercase b bonds. Dot length is greater than 0, so only if you have, do this, and then at the bottom of it we'll add this dot com list dot push. And of course we'll have to call this dot refresh. Okay. Oh, and this underscore. Okay, now, just gonna grab this for each capital E for each function Alright, so for each function 190, now this underscore, or rather, so let's see, is there any way to well, to see what would be nice is on this com list. How's the com list drawn? This would be nice to know. Window command. Okay, so it's just this list underneath command. That's interesting. Their command list. Oh, there it is. There we go. So, unselectable. That's interesting. There's not specifically like a command list listed here. So where's that even coming from then? Help text list, com list. That's really interesting. I figures there'd be almost nothing there for it. Okay, so what do we need to do to find this damn thing? I'm almost certain that it's like this underscore list, but at the same time, how is it connecting command list to this list? Okay, so on this draw item, change pane opacity, draw text. So I guess it's just in the draw item. So what I'm getting is that somehow in between the window command and window selectable, there's something there somewhere that I can't find in here apparently. That takes the list called command list, translates all that into commands that stores into this where was it? The list here for this. Like this dot command name. Yeah. So, what I guess it's gonna be easier than I thought. We just have to, we just need to take over this draw item. So we just have to do that, I guess, yeah. So I'm just gonna copy this over because we're not even gonna laser. We're just gonna overwrite it over here. Let's put this down here, I guess. Change this to window by bond. So leave that same. Leave that same. Now. This is where it gets a little bit interesting. So, we're going to need a function that we can use to get a bond ID from using the name. Can't use index because index isn't going to be reliable. Because where it is on the index might not be what ID it is. Because again, maybe there's a bond in between some others that it removes. So now what's on index number 2 might actually bond ID number 7 or something. So we need to search for the name and then match the ID with the name, or match the name with the ID. Because what we want to do is we want to see if the bond is mature or not. If it hasn't, we want to change the color of the command. Again, just an easier way of showing the player that something is or is not able to be selected, instead of having to have them go and wait for the cancel noise that is the bane of the existence of every RPG game player. Can I use this menu option? No, apparently not, because it's making the cancel noise. So it doesn't really matter where it's at, as long as it's in your source. So window by seriously, I'm in the buy bond window section. Of course. Details. Here we go. Blah 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 blah. Okay, it doesn't really matter, so let's put it there. We need to change this to cell bond. Now, window cell bond dot prototype dot get. So what if we started as a bond? In other words, we say get bond and we pull the bond out of the bank. And this is just to kind of remove some code out of there and make this easier to be like a one-line thing. I just get bond, I guess. Yeah, we'll do it that way. So now we need to pass through the name. So bond name. So we'll need to do one of these. So blah 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 blah. If it's not 0. Object keys per bond ID. So then this script bank bonds. Bond ID. Name. If else return -1 if it gets through that. So right now we're going to return the actual bond. So I'll just return this as a null then. It's a -1. So var bond equals get bond. This dot command name index. That'll also catch it if it's. I mean, it could handle it in this statement if it's cancel, but this will handle it too. So if bond So if bond, well, you can use just if bond, that'll work. At least I think it'll work. It should work. So if it's not null, if it's set to something, we need to check if the current date minus the purchase date equals the number of hours we need it to be. So we need to go to, we need to grab our time whatever code from up here, way up here. That we use for the interest calculations. Where the hell was it? Oh, here we go. So yeah, we can just do so yeah, I guess let's just grab it all, I guess, for now. I was thinking maybe pulling it out into its own function, but it's not going to be used the same way. And just pulling out the math.floor stuff isn't going to make any difference because it's just turning one line of code into 3 or 4, which means that you are now adding more code than you're removing, so you're not helping at all. So first, here we go. So if bond, then calculate interest. Get rid of that. Let's get the date of now. Severe time difference. So bank last access, in this case will be bond purchase date. So bond so if bond purchase date is 0, in other words, if there is no purchase date for whatever reason, then just leave it at 0. Otherwise, date now minus bond purchase. Because date now should always be larger than a stored date. Unless time starts moving backwards, in which case I think there's more pressing things to worry about than playing an RPGMaker game. If time's moving in the opposite direction. Again, for now, we'll just leave that commented out, though. So we got our time difference here. We're going to say whatever, that was what? 3 hours or something, I think. That's what that was. Then if not different, if it's not 0, then we get the hour difference, or at least the hours that's related to. And then now we don't need this. Now if HR difference is less than bond dot mature time, then this dot change text color to I think it's FF. I think that's red. Alright. So I think that's all I really need, and then else. Reset text color. Now, if bond is null, we also want to do that as well. Okay. Now we still need to deal with this. So, we'll need this again. All right. Don't know why I'm doing it one line at a time for. Oh, that's right. Need another one there. So, that's probably actually a good idea to do. Just set up a var BND here again. We access it directly that way. Alright, so now if the difference, so now if we have it as this is going to change now. So first we need to add the command, so this .comlist.push Bond, James Bond, name. And this underscore help text list dot push. This bond will mature in so. Oh no, yeah. Well, it could go either. We'll leave it that way. We'll need to flip this around though. Else we get a negative time. If it's less. What it should be if it hits that, so. Just in case we need to do something similar. Plus and if not, then do the same thing here. Or we could just say do this here. Actually, we should do it outside of the time difference, I guess. That way it'll always happen. And we just change the help text. Bond has matured. Okay. So let's see if this will actually work. It's not in the list anymore. Alright, start. Yay, here we go. Oh, I didn't create the things up at the top, did I? I thought I did. Windows, cell bond details. Okay, let's open this back up. Oh, cell bond. Really? What line is that? 1467. Windows, cell bond. Oh, okay. 1467. Alright, so no obvious issues yet. Alright. So actually we're going to leave buy bond. Okay. So now it's been like whatever, 3 hours or something. So we're gonna go to sell bond. Yay, bank is undefined. So 1952. 1950. What the? Oh, that's from managers. It's 1401. I'm gonna say there's no 19 whatever here. This not underscore bank. Why? Why would that be null? Or undefined or whatever. Unless bank wasn't defined. Which is, it's possible. So bank equals bank, which is this bank. This dot underscore bank. Why is bank not being banked through properly? Scene, bank, prototype, cancel, live on, sub on, window. So bank, here's bank. It's in there for cell bond. It's the last parameter, that's correct. So what's up? Why are we working here? I wonder. No, we have to do it. Well, no, technically, well, no, yeah, it would have been because the bank details window would have already initialized it. Still, just in case. Nope, that's definitely not it. Whatever's going on, it's because of whatever's going on. So why is bank undefined? What's going on? Source code, what are you doing? Why are you drunk for? It's only 3:30. Shouldn't be drinking this early. Windows cell bond. It's 14.0 whatever, 14.0 something, or 1390 something now. So here, this is it. Breakpoint there. Of course, it's a type error, so it's not like we can continue. Need to reload. Now, why is bank being such an annoyance? No, it's there's stuff here. What the hell? So why list underscore bank undefined, which is fine at that point. Maybe we can see what bond ID is. If it's 0, I will be... It already has a value. Interesting. Oh, maybe... Is that a... Ah, damn it is. But it should still not matter because... Well, it should matter because we'd overwriting it, but at the same time... Now look at this, once we get into here, it becomes undefined. Wow. Windows cell bond, yeah, that's right. This prototype, that's right. And setup, which is called from there, this setup. All kinds of weird things going on. Alright, let's try this again. So I want to check if these two are actually, if those are set or not. Alright, it's fine, it's fine. No, well, okay, cool, so that's awesome. This check works, which was something I just realized what was going to happen if I didn't buy a bond first. But good, we made sure that check works. And some other error popped out, but that's fine, we can deal with that later. Buy that one, leave, go back, sell bond. Alright, there we go. So at this point, yeah, so it's not until we get into the interior here and this function thing that it goes stupid. Oh, right, because this is now this. I remember this problem. I ran into it over here. Because now we're referencing this, which is this thing. I think we need to pass through... well, would that work or not? Oh, I'm in the... Damn it. Yeah, it's not gonna work there. Okay. So, what we need to do then is we need to store it as a var. Or not store, well, well, yes, store it, but we gotta do a couple things actually. The first thing is we need to change bond ID to oh crap. Bond ID to BID or something else that's not used. Of course, that's probably used too. Let me see. If it is, I'd just be like, what the hell? Var BID. Hey, bitmap. How did we get to there? So now it's not used. Good. Of course, now we have to go back down. So, first things first, var bank equals this underscore bank. Alright, and then we'll just use this instead of this. Yeah. We'll see if that works. Alright, we're stuck over here. Okay, buy bond. Sell a bond. Yeah, so bank is there now. Okay. Yeah, com list is undefined because, damn. Okay, okay, so var clist equals. I'm over here again, damn it. This is so annoying. Var clist and var hlist. Okay. So then if also if the difference is 0, then we'll actually just do something different. Alright, oh, we're missing semicolons, yay. Why did that not cause an error when it was trying to load? Would have been the next thing to explode, probably. Alright, so now if, so if there's something for clist, there'll be something for hlist, so if, clist let's get rid of those. Continue. Clist, no, typo, thing, whatever. Crap. Oh, damn, yeah, hlist too. Everything was messed up. Alright. HR difference not defined. Boom. That's my head exploding. What the hell? How is it not defined? You will tell me. 417. Literally right before it was defined. Oh, there's an extra whatever in here somewhere, isn't there? Where is the deference? Oh, crap. Crap. Alright. I need to destroy my handkerchief again. Be right back. Okay. Whenever that nose gets too plugged up, it just starts all going out the back door. Okay. So, yeah, there was an extra N. Deference instead of difference. Oh, no, wait. The N is missing. Difference. Difference. Time difference. Interesting. I wonder if that must have been from me moving it down here and changing it accidentally. Otherwise, it should be causing an error up there when it's being used for the bank. So, buy bond, sell bond. All right. So now I still got shows. I can never probably show when defined. So where's that one at? That's at 434. We get to figure out what's wrong with this. 434. Where are you? 434. Sell bond window because it's supposed to be double L. As in hell. Except the S is an H. Aren't any more of those awesome things, are there? Like I didn't take that and copy it all the way down here somewhere. Well, I think we'll find out if I did. Doesn't look like I did, but we will find out. Alright. So. Buy bond. Myself in the game's like, why do you keep buying these bonds for? Alright, there. Yes, it's showing up. Yes. The hours are there. So we bought it. We came out of it. So it takes 10 hours to mature. So we bought it. We left and we came back. Since we have that code up there that's just throwing in the time thing directly, that's 3 hours. So 3 hours have passed, so it'll return in 3 hours. So if we leave and come back in here again, it'll say 4 hours. No, it still says 7. What manner of witchcraft is this? Why do you still say 7? Because we're using date now. Oh, because this is the date now. Oh, that's interesting. So, is it 7 hours for that? I thought it was 10 because it's a 10. It should be 10. So why are we getting 7? Because that code shouldn't. Oh no, the code. Oh yeah, no, it is. It's. Yeah, I have it hard coded to that, so it's always going to show 7. But that's good because it means it works. The problem here is that if we want to lessen it more, then we'd have to modify this. So that's good. That means it's working. So it is actually 10. It's showing 7 because of that. I'm not going to wait here for hours to see if it actually will properly work. So we're just going to say, what about the text color didn't change though. So we gotta check that out next. Let's go over to source. Draw item. Yeah, see, look, this should be... What the hell? So, maybe it didn't even get into this, though. Oh, damn. Yeah. So it's got to be wrong up here, then, but what the hell? Why isn't it throwing out an error for? Oh, because we're not using it that way. And it's not throwing an error because I have it misdone everywhere. Okay. That makes sense. So it's we're only checking it that way here. Where are you? It's the other one. Here we go, this one. Yeah, it must not have gotten into there, otherwise would have errored out. So, is this not working the way I think it will? Might be. Forget what language you can do that under check nulls. It might have been C#. I'll buy the 21 this time, so don't drive myself insane. 17 hours. Alright. Yes, it didn't land in there at all. So, what we need to do is we need to figure out why. Cancel, let's go with sell bond, basic bond. Yeah, so, well, that's interesting. Oh, wow. So that's not getting called at all. Okay, so if that's not drawing... But yeah, it is, because here it is. But maybe, maybe it's calling it... Crap. Maybe window select's calling window command. Well, no, window select is not window command. This is true. Window select is... What am I looking at command window for? What the hell? Damn it. That's the right one. I don't know why I thought that would work. Alright, so window selectable. It's not a... Yeah. Window command is a child or a... Yeah, it's built on top of window selectable. So what's... crap. Oh, that's nice. My window selectable draw item is empty. Really? Seriously? Should it be like that? That's kind of worrying. It must be though. This is a brand new project. I didn't mess around with anything in there on this one. Alright, anyway, so like draw command items or something. There's gotta be something that prints out the command list. I mean, because the command listing works. I mean, all I have to do is put stuff in there and it shows up. I mean, what the hell? It's gotta have somewhere where it's doing that. So where is it? Show yourself. Page item? No, it's next page items. But maybe something to do with pages. X rows, active. Maybe it's part of window base. Because anything that's in window base that isn't overridden here is still accessible through that. I wish we could go the other way on the searching, but actually we could. Maybe just say function. There we go. So now, it still doesn't have that command listing listed here as a thing, but I don't know. Create contents, update open close is open and closing. Show text color, normal color, system color, crisis color. There's definitely a lot more stuff in here, obviously. Partner character, okay. Drawn icon, face character, gauge, HPMP color, face. This is all actor stuff. Draw item name. I think they mean actual item, not item as in like a list item. No, that's it. Seriously, that is it. You suck. You code, you suck. Something tells me that maybe it's behind, like built into the MV engine or something, which is total crap, but possibles. I still don't understand why there's no mention of command window at all, or command list at all, and why this _com list is a thing. It isn't used in here or anything in this. I mean, that's what I don't get. And there is no com list period anywhere in this thing. In RPG Windows. It's nowhere. Now, what if it's part of the scene? Which makes no sense, but other things have happened. Or maybe a manager. It's definitely not in here. Let's check the managers. Nope. So where is... I wonder if nobody even knows about this thing or has never even used it. This _com list. Yeah, look at this. All this stuff, there's no mention of a com list anywhere. What about help text list? Well, until I figure it out, we'll just not have the coloring working, which is fine. Now, we do need to do those. We need to have on OK. So on process OK. It's got to be similar to what we did with this one. So yeah, it's called the OK handler or cancel handler. Otherwise we do some sort of infinite loop thing that's just ridiculous. Alright, so function process OK. Well, that's interesting. This one has... Oh no, it's not. We're using this _ index. Which gets set automatically. I think so. All right. Why is this still select actor? Selected action. I have no clue where that came from. Oh, com list. All right, never mind. Yeah, that's what it is. We were setting the yeah. We're getting the command that we used selected, whatever. Because on this one, we're doing the process OK instead of sending through or back a actual command, which would have to be handled. We're basically having it say, okay, you're selecting this as an item, where you might normally be a command, but it's actually saving a value that we get after we send the OK command. All right, never mind. I know where it's coming from now. I thought this was still from the character selection, whatever, this thing over here. But no, that's fine. So that should probably stay the same then. But we need to wrap it around, or rather wrap around it to check for the... That's interesting though. Oh, on the one we're trying down here, we were just saying this dot whatever. We weren't calling the window selectable version of it. Yeah, but that's why we're getting that infinite loop, whatever the hell it was going on. Yeah. So if actually what we should just do is just make this really easy. Well, hell, not there. Let's do this. We'll do it up here. Underscore our diff equals -1. And then we'll say that there's going to be a var hdiff. So hdiff equals so what'll happen now, this will either be 0 or it'll be whatever it gets to in here. If it doesn't enter in here, then it's 0 anyways, so we don't care. And then once we get down here, if hdiff is not equal, well, no, if it is, no matter what it is, we're going to set it. So this underscore char diff equals hdiff. And then we actually don't even need, then we can just remove this code here that does that here too. Because now we don't need this. And we get rid of a bunch of code. We don't need any more, and even though this doesn't work at the moment, once we figure out how to make it work, it will work better and take up less code. Now back down to here, same thing, if hr diff Maybe that's why. Yeah, let's put a window command. Um, I'm wondering if that was the reason why it wasn't working. Alright, so, so if it's greater than, then else. Or, the cancel sound. Sound manager dot play sound, I think. Or just play cancel. Alright. Lowercase. It'd be really helpful that, well, it's, I mean, it's not smart enough, but it'd be nice if it didn't find anything, if it wouldn't color this as anything, because then you could say, oh, okay, that function doesn't exist, and then figure out why. Instead, it colors it no matter what, because I guess Sublime Text is too stupid to do that. Alright, so play cancel, so save that and see what happens. I'm interested to see if the text color will change. Hey, paused in debugger. That's always fun. Alright, buy the bond. Nope, that part didn't work. Index not defined. What? What line? 1539. Yep, that's the one. Oh yeah, list index. It should be this underscore index. Well, anyway, this didn't work because I wasn't calling this at all. Hey, more positive debuggers. Undefined is not a function. Really? What's not defined? Oh hell, don't tell me I didn't do. No, that's right. Oh, frackin' hell. Damn underscore. Yes, now we got some of their new errors everywhere. 1470. 1470. 1470. That's way up here. Oh, damn it. Okay. Well, wait. Oh, because that never gets called from down there. Right. So we never... I mean, it should have been obvious that was going to happen to there as well when it happened up here, but... Yeah, it's just, things slip your mind when your mind is in traction or something. I don't know. That didn't make any sense, but where the hell's the... Oh, there it is. Why is it way down here? That's weird. I guess because I put that there and then put this down here. Whatever. So we had that same issue. Instead of that, we're just going to use this. Okay. Or else no. Because that's not going to come back to bite you in the arse. Using a null, checking on a list for an index, no, it's not gonna do anything at all like that. It's not gonna throw a index out of bounds error saying that it doesn't exist. No, instead it's going to say null index, and it's just going to hang itself. Alright. Cannot read property mature time of null. What line is that on? 1540, of course. Which is the same line we were just on. Awesome. So, we have get bond, which should be calling this, which returns a bond object. Now, if it returns a null, then we would get this error here. So this isn't working apparently. I'm not surprised, but let's go ahead and see why it's not working. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where the hell is... Oh, there it is. So, there and there. course, we'll have to restart because it is in a thrown state. AKA you screwed up so badly that you have to restart the game. Okay, so I actually do get down here. So, what's, what is this name? His name is undefined, because it just is. What is bond ID? Bond ID is balance. What the hell? So, for bank, I guess let's just delete all the watch expressions, because we need, I have questions that need answering. Oh, because we're inside of there, it's fine. Then bank. Alright, so bank, bonds. Let's see, here's the key there is 1. Why are we on balance? Oh, bollocks, that's why. Is that one set up correctly up here? This one's set up correctly, I didn't set this one up correctly. Yep. Yep. And yep. Oh hell. Yeah, whatever. Go away. Alright, now we'll try this again. Okay, bring this back up, and then how's it not available? Oh, because it says BND ID. Still not available. Witchcraft. So how can I check if this is right then? It's obviously going to say false because it's not available. No, it's still not available. What the hell is wrong with you? Why is it not available? It should be available. Bank is available. Bond ID is available. Bond name is available. Cannot read property name of undefined. That is weird. Bank is not undefined, neither is bonds. I wonder if it's because it's BND ID, which again doesn't make any sense because it should still work, but perhaps still an issue. BID, BID, and BID. Okay. So those have been changed. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Yep. That's fine. I can blame being sick for this. I can. Don't you think I can't? Because I can. This one I think is probably correct though. Given that it hasn't blown up into 10,000 pieces yet. Yeah, that one's correct. Alright, we're gonna buy this damn thing, and we're gonna go to the sell window, and it's not gonna explode. At least not from this. No. Still null. I wasn't paying attention. I think it hit here this time, but I don't remember. I didn't check to see if the value was worth anything. The value was actually anything or not. Crap. Why are you doing this? Why? Alright, so, close that there, refresh all. Oh, right, because we have to do the bonds thing. Okay, there we go, that works. True, yes, nice, okay. So now, we need to figure out why this might be returning back nothing, because that's an object, that's good. Mature time, do I have the thing wrong down here? So we're sending that, we're getting the bond back correctly. But then it's saying mature time. So mature time, A-T-U-R-E. Yeah, it's the only way to spell mature. So adding an I'm in front of it. This is returning the right one. Yeah. Still says it's null. Which is total BS because it just is. Turn. I really hope if we use return it's not stopping the loop and then going to this, because this is a function really here. Yeah, I'm wondering if that's it. I wouldn't be surprised if that's it. Let's put that way. JavaScript works in strange and mysterious ways. Yeah, that's fracking it. So, yeah, okay. This way it'll still return empty either way if it doesn't match. It's, you know, it's still an issue because if you don't have the bond in there, well, If you don't have a bond in there that you've selected, then there's something even worse wrong going on than that. So that shouldn't be a problem. And we're at pause, so we gotta go there, which is type error, and then all that fun stuff. Alright. Okay, so buy. Out, then sell. I don't know why that's there for. Okay. Perfect. Awesome. Good. Now you cannot select. Oh. And you can't select cancel, evidently, because it's not matured yet either. You have to wait for cancel to mature, which could take between 38 and 70 years. So good luck with that. So that's, and if this dot underscore com list underscore index does not equal cancel. Else if so, now all we have to do is just say this again. This is kind of the beauty of doing if then else's if you set them up correctly. So else if it's not cancel, but the time difference is correct. So in other words, what this is saying is if h difference is greater than rather, this is saying that if h difference is, so in other words, if it's matured, then do this. This could be interesting. It could still return null. So first, if we need to handle this first, so never mind, we'll take this out of here. But still, we won't have to check for it again. Because by matter of fact, checking for this and having it be not, and have it not match that condition means that it's not cancel, so you can assume that if it goes to the next, if it goes to the first else if after that, well, every else if after that, but the next condition that's always going to not be true. So in this case, we're going to say true though, because we want to handle this separately, so we don't end up throwing up a null from that function that I said would never return a null, because now it will return a null, because cancel will never be the name of a bond. Which, well, maybe, but it would be a very interesting and strange bond because it's not one of the defined ones. So instead of that, we put this here, and then this becomes an else if. So else if the bond is matured, or and this we just put else because at this point we know it's not cancel and we know the bond isn't matured, so the only other thing to do is to do cancel. And then we do window.selectable.proto type.process cancel. Call this. Okay. Yep, good. Perfect. Except that proto... Wait, what? Oh. Crap. Yeah. Anyway, so that'll work, so... I think we'll stop there for now. We'll finish the cell window bond details next time. That'll probably be on Monday or Tuesday. maybe tomorrow night, maybe. I might do some SO3 streaming. It's a big maybe though, so don't expect it, but it might happen. Other than that though, that's I think pretty much all I've got planned for today was this. So thanks for watching the stream. If you're watching it, if you watched it live, if you're watching it on YouTube afterwards, comments, questions, leave below. And if you haven't done so already, appreciate it if you'd subscribe to the channel. And I will see you next time. Hopefully not sounding like a Nazi frog being boiled to death or something. I don't know. It's cold. I'm still kind of pissed off that I called it that I was going to get sick after I got that sore throat. I hate that I could determine that from that happening. But I will see you, if not tomorrow, then probably on Monday, and if not then definitely on Tuesday.